All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champions taking on the champions from the NFC, the Carolina Panthers. Alongside my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We are honored to be here for the biggest spectacle in sports, the Super Bowl. Are you ready, partner?
I am more than ready, and I love the word you used. Honored, because it is an honor to be here. It's a privilege to be here. My excitement is just about to burst through the booth. I can't wait to do this.
Well, and sitting with both of these teams and talking in the meetings and media day and all the hoopla that goes into this, there was one common theme. They're ready to stop the talking and start playing football.
Yeah, they were probably ready a while ago. Now they can just focus on it. It's done. The only talking they have to worry about now is post-game, and they hope that they'll be talking as the winning team.
And we'll see. You know, both sides come in with a game plan to start. We'll see how the adjustments are made throughout, because there are always adjustments in this game.
I want to see if they come out conservative, trying to minimize errors, or if they have enough confidence to attack early and try and take advantage of the other team's nervousness.
Check safety, check safety.
On second down now. It's Gordon, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
51 to Mike, boy, 51.
Back to throw. Herbert. He's going to fire this thing deep right, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
Here I come. Here I come.
Go.
From the pistol, they run with Gordon. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
6-man. Check girls, check girls, check girls. Bring it, guys. Fight.
Go. Now.
That's the way.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaq tops it, making his presence felt on the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
There he goes inside the 30. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. With a first touchdown of the Super Bowl, and a long one at that, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Brandon, this is the Super Bowl. A touchdown scored in any game is big. In this one, it's massive.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready. Block 25.
6, right there, 56.
Watch the slant. Easy.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 76 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the
The
set.
Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Down. 90 Wolf. Hey, high 7.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. I'm here all day.
2.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Herbert. He's got his man. That's Wallace. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Chopper, chopper.
Hey, I'm coming.
Hey, Delta.
Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
Go.
51's the mic, boy. 51.
Hey, go.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he rifles one incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Pilot, 64, weak. Yeah, fight.
To throw again, Herbert. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Ready? 10-2 stop.
Check, 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 check.
Hey, Haywood. Now.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert going deep here for Watkins. And that will be incomplete.
Intended for Sammy Watkins. Incomplete.
On is the Chargers punter now. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. Seven, our score after 1. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your
trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Now Gordon on first down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The 43-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch.
Here's Gordon. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Check,
Hey, echo. Yep.
Looking to throw. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Be a long day for you. Check, 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 check.
McCaffrey. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Ready. Blue ready. Green, triple thing.
Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up. Check 45. Check 45 tonight. Tackles, tackles. 45 tonight, 45 tonight.
3rd and short yardage. Winston. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. On first down, Gordon. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
61, matchbox, lights. Hey, Alpha.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert, and this is caught by Watkins. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and a jump. Your first down.
Let's go. Let's go.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Get him. Mike 51. Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Herbert, they'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Mike 51.
Throwing again. Herbert. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brian Burns. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Check nine. Hey, 2. First down.
From the gun, Herbert. He's able to find Wallace. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Out is Myers for the Seahawk field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check. You must get tired of seeing me. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Yeah.
To throw, Winston. And Winston lost the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
Other way. Let's go.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So how about the turn of events there at the end of the half?
This is one where you go charging into your locker room having collected 3 points you didn't expect to get, and you look across the field and you see guys kind of pointing fingers at each other like, dude, how'd you turn it over and make us give up 3 right there?
So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On 2nd and 11 now. Winston looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Ready, move ready.
50 seconds to Mike. Here we go, G. Get off the field. Check.
Easy. Motion. Easy. Check 13. Here we go.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Howard. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Watch the screen. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back.
Ready, set.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get get you off to a quick start.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
50 wants the mic. 50 wants the mic.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert. And that is incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Hey, Orbit.
Let's go, defense.
Secret.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Taken in at the 11. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it.
That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Carolina. 56 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. One quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Ready?
Sit right there, 56. You can't block me.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Winston. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
Hey, check Mike 39. Come, baby. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Easy.
Jameis to throw it. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Got it.
The Charger drive about to get going and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The 25-yard line.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Hey!
Runner, guys. Spike 51. Mike 51.
2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert, and he's got the hook up to Moore. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 3rd down gain of 19. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check 4. Check 4.
To throw on 2nd down, Herbert. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
And that's his 3rd sack, and that ties a Super Bowl record. Makes me think of my old college teammate, Reggie White. He had 3 with the Green Bay Packers in Super Bowl 31. Darnell Dockett of Arizona, Super Bowl 43. And Coney Ely, 3 sacks for the Panthers against Denver in Super Bowl 50.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Shaq Thompson in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. What a Super Bowl this has been, and the biggest play comes now. It's 4th down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may write a finish to this Super Bowl. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Watch the screen.
2nd and 1. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, high 7. Go. Here we go. 44.
From the gun, Herbert. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Sua Cravens with a pick, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Mike, ready. White 25. Check the out.
That's it. It's all over. And the Carolina Panthers are your Super Bowl champions.